I really was. But not nearly as shocked as I was to learn that you have been secretly buying up stock behind my back and Alan's, all the while pretending to be on our side.
I have no idea how you discovered all this, Diane, and I'm not going to waste any time trying to deny it. But there are some other things I have to tell you.
I'll just bet there are.
Now, I know I was wrong to contact the smaller independent stockholders, but the only reason I did it was to give Amanda greater strength in this company.
Oh, not to give yourself greater strength.
Yes, that was part of it. But I've admitted that was wrong, and I'm now taking steps to correct that.
What kind of steps?
I'm putting these stocks back on the open market. Only a few at a time, of course, and I will take that money, along with some money of my own, to make up the difference, and I'm going to put that right back into Amanda's account.
Oh, no, you're not. You are not going to do anything of the kind, Ross. You have been caught. And if you don't want me to go to Ben and Jennifer with this sort of little story, I suggest that you sell those stocks you bought in Amanda's name to me for the sum of $1.
Out of your mind.
Now let's get back to Philip, all right? I want you to find a way to persuade Alan to keep Philip out of his will.
Diane, come on. How could I possibly do a thing like that?
You are the attorney. That's your problem. However, I will be happy to offer a suggestion. If you tell Jackie and Justin that I am more than willing to make the truth about Philip public knowledge, I have a feeling that they might try to influence Alan for you.
What? Diane, what could you possibly gain from that, other than the knowledge that you destroyed a young boy's life? Alan will simply divide his remaining holdings in the company between Amanda and his new son.
Wrong to think that you could outsmart me. But you know, I should thank you. You have given me the ammunition I need right at the moment when I need it the most. I'm so grateful to you, Rob.
Look, I'm going to have to ask you to guard that with your life. That was among the things that Stephanie Ryan had told her lawyers in Mexico to send me if anything ever happened to her.
This postmark's nearly 11 years old.
Oh, I know that, but that's the only thing we have to go on so far.
You know, London's a very big place.
I am asking you to find the proverbial needle in the haystack, but we've got to try everything to keep my past from catching up with me and creating disaster for the people that I love most in this world.
I take it you're referring primarily to one person.
Of course. Vanessa.
Is Ed in his office?
No, he's not. He had an emergency call. He went down to the lobby.
I see. Well, I'll just wait right here for a minute.
Thank you. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't let me keep you from your work.
Hi, Katie. How you doing?
Hello, Tony.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you because I think you misunderstood my phone call last night, and I don't want to get this thing...
Vanessa, have you met Tony Reardon? Tony, this is Vanessa Chamberlain.
No, I don't believe I have. Reardon.
Hi.
Does that mean that, you're related to our little Nola?
Yeah, I'm her brother. I usually don't tell people that until I know what they think about it first. Hi, Vanessa. Tony.
Oh, hi,
How you doing, Kelly? Oh, never been better. Well, I believe that. She's a lucky guy to be married to a fox like Morgan. Say, Kelly.
Dad! Dad, what are you doing here?
I can't believe you're back from London and standing right here.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a little strange for me, too, son, but I wound up all my business with the British research team as quickly as I could, just so I could fly to Springfield and meet my new daughter-in-law. Hey, you're looking good.
Oh.
Not that I expected anything different.
Oh, you look great, too. Anna Morgan is so excited to meet you. I mean, she's been looking forward to it for so long.
Well, that works both ways.
I had a feeling you two would be pleased to see each other again.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll say something. From the looks of you, marriage and a clerkship combined, I really agree with you. That would kill most young men who tried to do it, you know?
Well, I'm doing fine. I really am.
Good.
But then I come from hardy stock, don't I? Did you know he was going to be here today?
No, not until late last night when he called me from London. And I wanted to let you know right away, but there were no lights on in your garage apartment. I didn't want him to intrude.
Oh, you shouldn't let that stop you. See, the thing is, we have this one overhead light so far, and Morgan doesn't like it, so she turns that off and puts candles everywhere. And last night it got so hot in the apartment that we blew all the candles out.
You don't need to give me an explanation for that.
Well, looks like a very happy reunion. May I join you?
Yes, please do. Vanessa, I'd like you to meet Kelly's father. This is Frank Nelson, Vanessa Chamberlain.
How do you do?
Oh, well, it's a pleasure.
My dad just got back from London.
London? Well, that does make it a special occasion. Do you live in London?
No. I live in California. I was in London on business. Unfortunately, it coincided with Kelly's wedding.
Oh.
So listen, I've been thinking it might be very nice to get together tonight around the pool and have a cookout.
Good idea.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'm afraid I can't entertain everybody in my apartment. We only have this one sofa so far.
One sofa? Where do you sleep?
It's a convertible sofa. It folds out into a bed.
Oh, yes, I've heard of them. They're very practical, aren't they?
Yeah, they can come in handy. Well, listen, as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to have to get back to work now.
Yeah. You go right ahead. I don't want to keep you from your work.
Okay. Say, Kelly, check at the cafeteria on your next break. I'm going to take your dad down to lunch there.
Yeah, we'll do. Oh, I can't wait to tell Morgan.
Well, is there anything that I can do to help organize this evening?
Well, as a matter of fact, you could make some phone calls for me, if you don't mind.
I'd love to.
Okay, Mike will want to be there, of course, because he knows Frank, and so does Mom.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll take care of the guest list. As a matter of fact, I think I'll stop over and see Mike and invite him in person.
Do you have time to join us for lunch?
I'd be very happy if you could.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. No, I have an important business meeting that I have to get back and take care of, but I will make the phone calls. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you. I'll look forward to seeing you again this evening.
Yes. Goodbye, Ed.
Bye, Vanessa. See you later. And thanks a lot for helping out, huh?
Oh, don't worry.
You might have overlooked something. I'd love to see the rest of it.
Well, now, there are some snapshots and some highly personal letters, which nobody must ever see.
Nobody ever will.
All right. Well. Not much to show for a whole very important period in my life, is it?
Things like that are judged on quality, not quantity.
Yes, that's true. Right.
Looks like somebody I know.
Oh, yes, you're probably thinking of Barbara Thorpe.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Well, they were very similar. Gentle, warm, lovely.
He must have spent quite a bit. Tell me if you can think of why she would send this stuff to you on her death.
Well, it's all connected with one link. And that's the link I'm asking you to find for me.
You know, of course, that what you're asking me to do is illegal.
Oh, when using Amanda's money without her consent wasn't.
You seem to forget that I have Amanda's power of attorney.
Fine. And you won't mind if I call Ben right now and explain the whole situation.
No.
Ross, I realize I've given you a great deal to contend with all at once. Don't worry. I'll give you time to digest it all before I expect you to move on it.
Diane! I am begging you to reconsider all of this. Now, you are taking away from me the things that mean the most to me in my life.
People with a taste for power should not allow their emotions to confuse them. It is such a mistake. It really gets you into trouble. I've never lost sight of my original goals. I never will. You obviously have. I feel sorry for you. Not sorry enough to change any of my demands, however. Ross, I advise you to think hard and think fast, will you? I'm not famous for my patience.
Frank!
I got...
Birds!
Oh,
Hello.
wonderful to see. I just can't believe that I'm seeing you here in Springfield again after all these years.
I understand you've got a newcomer to the family up on obstetrics, someone you're pretty proud of.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
When I think that Hope was just a little girl when you and Mary and Kelly moved to California.
I know. Let's see, Kelly was... He was a 10-year-old boy, and now he's a married man. It just boggles the mind, doesn't
Sure
it?
does.
I've got to tell you something. You just look wonderful.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much. So do you.
Thank
well, if
you.
you'd been at that whirlwind wedding at Kelly's, you'd be recovering the same as the rest of us.
I understand it was quite an affair.
It really was. It was wonderful.
Come on, why don't you sit down? Come on.
Thank you,
Here.
dear. I'd love to. Thank you. Well, I just can't wait for you to meet Morgan. She's really like an adopted granddaughter to me, you know. You haven't met her yet, have you?
No, not at all. I talked to her on the phone once, just before I went to London. But I have had Kelly's description of her, but I have a feeling he may be a little bit prejudiced in that direction.
Oh, Nella.
Hi, Mrs. Bauer.
I don't think you've met Kelly's father, Mr. Nelson?
No, we haven't met yet.
Well, this is Nola Reardon. She works here in the hospital.
Nice to meet you, Nola.
Nice to meet you.
You know, I felt pretty crummy after you left last night. Honest.
Why?
Because I thought I made you mad at me.
Tony, I was more annoyed at myself. I think I gave you the wrong impression.
Well, right or wrong, I like the one I got.
Tony, I'm just too confused about myself right now. My feelings, everything. I should have left before I ever let any of that happen.
Sorry you feel that way, Katie, because, you know, I thought last night for the first time that we really communicated.
I'm not ready to communicate with anyone right now. Not even myself.
Tell me, who's this, Vanessa Chamberlain you introduced me to?
Oh, she's from a very well-to-do family. She's an executive at Spalding Enterprises, and I heard a rumor she's supposed to go into business with, Trish Lewis and try to make a success out of the restaurant that Andy, I still can't talk about this.
You know, after seeing what a number this guy's done on you, I think prison's too good for this stinking creep. I'm sorry I said that, Katie. I really am sorry.
These memories keep rushing back and haunting me even now.
Well, Henry, I want you to relax now because this may take time.
Of course, the most difficult thing I have to deal with now is Vanessa's curiosity. She keeps asking me questions, demanding answers.
I'm sure that's not easy for you.
No. I'm just grateful that she and Ed have patched up their differences after he discovered about her fake suicide attempt. He keeps her occupied and out of my hair.
I think you ought to pave the way to telling me the truth right now.
No. Oh, I can't do that. No, I'll pay anything. I'll do anything I can think of to avoid that moment. That's why I'm here now.